YouTubers, welcome back to AZ2 Ozarks. We bought this house with a lagoon as the sewage system. And those of you who are not familiar with the lagoon, it's simply an open pond type structure that our sewage from the house all goes into. Well, there was one woman living here before us, and now we have a family of 5 and we're doing laundry and daily showers and all these things. Well, our lagoon started to overfill, and as a result we were looking into getting a septic or something, but we ended up calling this fella. His name is Burl, and he specializes in lagoons and septic systems. And he said, well, why don't you just make your lagoon bigger? And I said, well, that's a fine idea, but I have no idea what I'm doing. And so he said he'd come out and he would clear some trees. So a big part of our problem is we've got trees growing up all around the lagoon, shading it out, so it's not allowing the bacteria to break down the way it should. The leaves fall in and clog up the system. So here he is, and he's going to be pushing down and clearing trees in order to make way for the sunshine to get to the lagoon. And additionally, he's going to expand it and push in a berm to make it bigger. So here goes. This is our before lagoon. So the input is down here. I don't want to fall in. So this is the pipe coming from the house and pours in. And now you can see it's even more overgrown with blackberry bushes and vines coming out over it. The top is all sludged up, and then that is the overflow. And the level's obviously all the way up into that overflow, and then it drains out the back. And obviously our well is way uphill from here, but still it's not cool. It's not processing properly, and you see all these trees, vines, bushes, everything around here. So he's going to get rid of a lot of the vegetation and then make this hole a whole lot bigger for processing waste. Earl has gotten to the point where he's cleared out enough trees that he feels like we will get ample airflow and sunshine. He wanted to leave these 2 big maples here. He said he loves maples and thinks they're so pretty, so he felt like we had enough cleared. And I'm staying a distance back. I don't want to get in the way of his work, but the lagoon is right here. It's really a small area compared to what he has cleared out here. And now he is going to make it bigger. He is also going to form a berm on this side, because he said a lot of our problem is coming from water runoff coming down this slope and running right into the lagoon and filling it up. So it's not just our sewage, but he'll build a berm there in order to prevent that from happening, as well as making the lagoon deeper, cleaning it out, and making it bigger. Well, just look at that. All this brush and trees have been cleared out of here, and this is one big lagoon. And you can see that on this side where we're on the higher elevation, Mr. Burrell built up a big berm so that the water coming off the hill won't be running into our lagoon. It'll run around. And then he made a big berm around the backside. So that blue tube over there, that's actually the overflow. That's what was previously leaking, our overflow. And then here is the pipe coming out of our house's septic. He cut that way back, so it was quite a bit longer before, and now it's up higher, and the base of the lagoon is quite a bit deeper. You probably can't really tell the elevation, but I'd say it's probably about 3 feet deeper than that white pipe down to the base. And you can see that there's very little liquid in there. There's just a bit over there. And the black is kind of like the sludge that's left over, but he did a real nice job on this, and he said this should be lasting us a lifetime. We just need to keep the brush and trees from growing up around it. And we do intend to build a fence around this that will keep any livestock and animals like our dogs out of this area, because that's very dangerous for them. But we're overall extremely happy with his service, and his price was extremely fair. So very nice that we have this big issue taken care of. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to keep following our adventure.